Hi guys, uh, great to see you again. So we have finally like a new episode. In this episode, we're going to see multiple things. We start with the AI reasoning benchmark. Then we're going to see interactive presentation. That how can you create interactive presentation with LLMs. And finally, I'm going to show you benchmarks related to Kanban task management board.
All right, let's start with the AI reasoning benchmark. We have tested the leading models again, this time for just logical questions. We have designed the questions from scratch, so they would be unique and not just found on the internet with the answer. You can check out the questions if you click on the links below in the detailed results table. For example, the juice bottle, you can see the question and so on. You can check out all of the questions and come up with the answer yourself. The OpenAI O1 model won this one, and it was not a surprise. What was a big surprise for me was the Claude performance. Claude 3.5 Sonnet didn't work as well as I expected. If I had to bet money on it, I would say it would be on the second place, but it's far behind. It only got two questions right. The losing model is Llama 3.1, 405 billion parameters, the open source model, and OpenAI is leading this chart. The questions are from different complexity. There are only two questions that all models got wrong. You can see in the detailed chart, the juice bottle question and the frog escape question, all of them got it wrong. And then there was only one question that all of them got right. Question about oak tree. We will keep these questions for a while now. We'll see if other models will also solve almost all of them or something like that. Then we will change the questions. But for now, we will keep these 10 questions and see how far we can get with the next generation of models. Last week, Nvidia also released their open source model based on Llama 3.1 70B. It's called Nemotron. I tested it quickly with our reasoning questions, and it doesn't do so well. So I did not include it in our benchmark because it also could only answer one question right. That's why it's basically the same result as Llama 3.1, 405 billion parameters. So there is not much difference, although NVIDIA is showing like a lot of different benchmarks where it does very well. So that's why I wanted to quickly test it with our reasoning. And reasoning is not that great at the moment. We hope it will be better in future models. It shows how important it is not to only blindly trust this standard benchmarks that everyone is using and test it yourself, as otherwise you will get like this beautiful, fantastic results. And once you start to work with this model, you get average results or even below average.
So it feels like with the backtest trading, they overfitted the data. So or they tested it always like on the same data sets and tuned the model, and the model produced probably a good result for exactly for the questions or the prompts which they were testing. But actually like some other prompts or like the unique prompts like in this case we had these reasoning questions, then it doesn't really deliver a good result because it was not tested on those questions.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
was
it's
definitely
really a
not
bench.
present in the dataset. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really cool to see. So another thing, guys, if you have some ideas how to improve or add something else, you can leave those ideas in the comments under the video below.
Next, what we would like to show you, we have two new cases. I will start with the interactive presentation use case so that you guys can use this in your professional life or your business. You can easily create presentations, interactive presentations with any LLM model. All of them delivered the result, as you can see. Most of them got it right from the first or second attempt. Only Gemini did it after 4 corrections, but here I have a little explanation for that. It was almost perfect from the first time, but the thing was, in my detailed prompt, I asked for 10 slides and it delivered 9. I reprompted again and said, all right, give me 10. I asked for 10, not for 9 slides. And it ruined some other part of the code. So it gave me 10 slides, but it broke something else. Then I fixed that, it broke something else. So that's why 4 extra prompts were needed to get it right. You can see the results if you click on the score. For example, this is the presentation that was delivered by O1 Preview. The buttons are clickable. They're also, you can use them also with the keyboard arrows. You can go back and forth. There is also progress bar, as you can see here on the top. There is also some text in the right top corner, and there is also another text in the right bottom corner. All the links are clickable. That was also part of the prompt. So the model had to follow pretty complex prompt. It had to deliver 10 slides. One of the requirements was also to embed our subscription form in the last slide to a newsletter. So all the models were able to do that and deliver the result. This is the result that was delivered by Claude 3.5 Sonnet. As you can see, it's beautifully aligned. It has also the subscription box on the last slide. And you can restart the presentation. So everything that you see here was part of the pretty detailed prompt. If you would like to see all the prompts that we have used, please subscribe to our newsletter. You will get the archive with the whole benchmark, all the prompts that we have used, and all the results that we got. The next task is Kanban Task Manager. Victor, maybe you can explain this one.
Yeah, I can elaborate on that one. I did this benchmark. So the basic idea of the benchmark is to create an Angular app, a Kanban Task Manager board, so where you can manage your tasks, and move them around, like from with different statuses, like with from to-do status, progress status, and done status. So in general, well, I was positively surprised that I still got some models got it right. So I got positive results, and in a minute we're going to look into those results. And but maybe to generalize, uh, uh, here we can see that O mini from the third attempt was able to deliver a result, and O1 preview actually from the fourth attempt. So sometimes, and I think with previous benchmarks we had like similar experience. So sometimes the O1 mini delivered a better result than or the same result as a bigger model like O1 preview. So here maybe also to before we start playing with these apps or results, generated results. In general, I still got the impression that those models are helpful, but helpful for people who really know the Angular. So if you know the Angular, it's much easier to navigate and correct and update the prompt or add like additional question to correct something because you know what to correct. So if you don't know like what the Angular is and how it works, then of course it's a bit difficult. So I hope. In the next episodes, we're going to try some agents, and we'll see maybe agents will be able to solve this kind of things much easier. But here, the models are still struggling, and most of the models still struggling with versions, Angular versions. So in the initial prompt, I have deliberately said that this is Angular 17. So please provide a code base which relates to Angular 17, and still most of the models, like after maybe from the first attempt, they started to generate the code correctly, and then maybe with the second attempt, when I asked to correct something, they produced again the code for the older version of Angular. So still not perfect, but fortunately we have like a good results, and now we're going to look into, for example, O1 preview. This one looks a little bit odd because the columns are not aligned well. So the done done is actually on the next line, and I deliberately left it like this. So yeah, maybe you can try to move things around, delete something, maybe add another point. I think below, yeah, if you delete one, so the deleting is working. Adding new task.
Tasks.
So
tasks.
here we have the same logic. We're using the browser storage. So normally, if you refresh the browser, all these things should remain. Maybe you can
Okay.
try it.
Yeah, they're still here. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And we can add and then delete task. So basically, this is like definitely a pass. The only thing is, okay, it doesn't look good, but this is more like visual part, which, yeah, which we can
Yeah, you can
correct.
get there with
Yes,
extra prompts, right? It's not
exactly.
that
So, but
big of a deal.
this will
Yeah,
eat the
but
extra
technically it
prompt.
does work.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay, maybe we can go further and then have a look at the other model. So, the Claude,
Code,
for
for
example,
example.
this is how it looks for
Yeah,
Claude.
looks much nicer
Yeah,
feeling. Yeah, yeah,
and I think it's also completely functional. So it
yeah.
does
I
what
will
we asked.
refresh the page now. Yeah, please. I can edit.
Hold on, but
Not.
in the first one, I think there was no edit option, right? So here we have like edit option.
Uh, that's right. Let's. Yeah. No, no. I have the edit version.
Ah, the
Okay.
edit. Okay, so it's
And I
not
can.
visible. So the edit is there. Okay. So the thing is
Yeah.
now
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
we do
I
not
can change
see
it
this.
with the pop-ups. You probably don't see them, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. I
So the
see a pop-up. That's yeah.
okay. So it works.
It works.
We just
Yeah.
do not see the way how we share the screen. Okay.
And the
So it
clouds.
works.
Okay. I can like change the columns or not. Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can change the columns, and but I cannot. No, no, no. I can edit. It's just extra. This option is
So
just
here
on
it's
the bottom
visible.
of the
Yeah,
screen.
it's done
Yeah, it's like
a little bit differently. Yeah.
leave. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it works. It works. And if
So
I
it's also
delete one,
definitely a
yeah, it
pass.
works. And if I refresh one, yeah, it's perfectly working. It looks much nicer than the O1 preview version. Okay, let's test O1 mini.
Yep.
New
So
task.
this,
New task.
so
Yeah,
here basically the same thing, and I think some of them
progress
also
done.
generated like initial tasks on first page load, and but the one
No,
mini
no,
didn't.
yeah.
But
Yeah, but it's
normally
not a problem.
it's functioning. Yeah.
Yeah, it's functioning. Okay, I can try to edit. No, the edit doesn't work.
Oh, okay. So you don't
Deletion
have like
will
a
work.
pop. Okay.
Uh, again, task, edit. No, nothing is appearing
Okay.
anywhere. Or
Okay.
maybe it's
Interesting.
just transparent. I don't know.
No,
Uh,
no, it
okay,
should be there. Okay, so it
okay.
means no. Okay, so the edit is
GPT
not
for
working.
all. A task. I have a separate pop-up that you don't see. I can fill it in with the title and description. Okay, and it appears. Okay, so it works. I can try to move it. Yeah, in progress and done. In progress has no space. Okay.
Yeah.
Edit. Yeah, I can edit in a separate pop-up. Yeah, it's changed. And I can refresh the page. It works,
Well,
and I
let's
can
see.
delete. Okay, yeah, it works.
So
All
it's
right.
also a pass.
And Grok 2 is just
No.
nothing. Yeah,
And Grok True, well, it's there because actually it delivered the code from multiple
but it's not
attempts.
compiling.
But well, it was compiling, but at the end, even with compiled code, the code was not correct. So if you click like now on the link, there, the Kanban board should appear, but it doesn't appear. So well, I kept it there, but actually it's fail. It's a failure.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if you would like to get the code, you can subscribe to our newsletter, and you will get the link to download the archive with the code and prompts.
See you guys in the next video. Bye.
See you in the next episode. Bye bye, guys.